Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Teresa. I do videos on whatever I want to, and today I'm going to be talking about the risks to losing weight or that come with losing weight. If you don't know me, I have been on a weight loss journey since February and I've lost over 50 pounds already. I think I've lost like 57 in total pounds. Let me do the math real quick and see, that was not my starting point. Okay, I've lost 60 pounds in total. Holy crap. Okay, I did not realize that. If I did that correctly. I don't know if I did. That doesn't seem right. Okay, 58. 58 pounds in total. And so today I thought I would talk about the risks that come with losing weight. Um, because there are some. So, getting into this. So, whether or not you work with a doctor to lose weight and go about like an appetite suppressant, or you try to go into a calorie deficit, sorry, calorie deficit by yourself, there are risks to losing weight, and people don't really talk about them. So, some things that can happen, I'm going to talk to the women first. Women, if you're not on birth control, that is 100% your choice. Just know that if you go through a weight loss journey, it can really mess up your cycle. Um, you can straight up be really, really late on your period. You can be early. Um, you can just not have it at all, actually. And so that is obviously a risk to losing weight. So I personally am a huge advocate for talking to your doctor. And I think even if you don't go through your doctor with how you lose weight, as far as that goes, I think just even mentioning to them, hey, I'm attempting to lose weight, just so you know, so they can be aware of if anything comes up. So, yeah, periods can get thrown off. And for straight women or bisexual women, whatever, it is not uncommon to be on, excuse me, to be on an appetite suppressant like Phentermin and get pregnant. It seems to be a very, very common thing. So, what I've seen in the support group, but I'm a lesbian, so I don't have to deal with that. So, just FYI on those things. Something that can happen as well, despite who you are, is hair loss and hair thinning. So, because in order to lose weight, it's calories in versus calories out, meaning you have to be in a calorie deficit, um, you can have thinning hair. Now, thankfully, my hair is very, very thick. It's actually stayed pretty thin actually for a while. I don't actually remember the last time I got mine thinned out. But yeah, it can happen. Sometimes usually you can tell just by like your part. I don't know if I can fully tell if I've experienced this because when I have my hair like this, I mean, it's fine. It looks normal, but there's times where I think it's more how I brush it and you can kind of see like the scalp. So I don't really know, but it's completely normal to have hair loss with going through a weight loss journey. Um, yeah, and you might notice too, like what I've noticed, women, again, talking to the women for a second, is that like closer to your period, like maybe the week that you're PMSing or just like a few days before your period, I've noticed like in the shower sometimes, like I get more hair out. And to me, that's more just of like a hormonal type of thing than it is like a weight loss thing. But yeah, hair loss is completely a risk to losing weight as well. So just FYI, all of this is just FYI, honestly. The other thing is site changes. So once I actually lost 50 pounds, I started to notice some changes in my vision. I noticed floaters more. And this is when I just not just started my job, but I was about a month maybe into my job. And yes, my job is staring at a computer like all day, basically. So I kind of thought, oh, it could be that. But then I was aware that site changes could happen with weight loss. And so usually the more common thing is blurry vision with weight loss. So yeah, please make sure like you have an eye doctor already before you go into a weight loss journey. Please make sure you have an eye doctor already. Please make sure you have a primary doctor already. Women, if necessary, make sure you have an OBGYN um, before you go into this journey. So, yeah, I went to the eye doctor yesterday, and I haven't been to the eye doctor in years, you guys. If you guys know me, my family kind of has, how do I say this nicely, fucked up beliefs about the Medicare system and whatever. And so for the longest time, what happened was my parents would take me to the eye doctor for like school and whatever. But it got to a point where my eyes were always good. Like there was never any problems. I never complained about anything. Um, eyesight wise. And so, yeah, they just stopped taking me to an eye doctor. And we got into an argument like a few months ago about like how you should be seeing an eye doctor once every year. Like I firmly believe that. And my parents' whole argument was no, you shouldn't. You should only go when you actually have vision changes. So if that doesn't explain my family, I don't know what does. I'm very about preventative care and yeah. So, yeah, that's something that can happen. Either, you can get floaters, um, as long as they're not happening with like flashes of light. And something else my eye doctor said, but I don't remember. But as long as they don't happen with like a flash of light, then it's all okay. My eye doctor actually suggested if I wanted to. She was very much like, "It's up to you, like whatever." A vitamin, not a vitamin, but a supplement I can take. It's gotten a lot better, honestly. So I'm probably not going to do that unless things get like worse, um, and they become more like bothersome, whatever. So yeah, so that can happen. Let me think health wise as well. I'm trying to think. I made a list and posted it on Facebook the other day because I was like, here's the thing. Like, we are all taught, obviously, about the benefits to losing weight and whatnot. And that's great. Like, you know, truthfully, the benefits outweigh the risks. But nobody talks about the risks that come with losing weight. And I don't know why I just said risks like that. Risks. So, let me see. Yeah, hair loss, birth control, eyesight. Yeah. And those are kind of the big things that happen with weight loss. And I think these can happen whether or not you work with a doctor to lose weight or not. I am a huge advocate for working with your doctor, even if you don't want to go through the route of an appetite suppressant, which would be a prescribed medication, then I still strongly believe that you should just bring it up to everybody on your healthcare team so that they know. Because if you start having issues, the weight loss can explain a few things. So, yeah, I think that's it, you guys. I'm going to look up really quickly if there was anything else, but I think that's really it. I know a lot of people, obviously, with medications, you can obviously have completely different side effects because of the medication. Um, so yeah, with Fentermin, for me, I've only had, like, dry mouth. A lot of people, like, don't sleep well on Fentanyl. I sleep great. I've always been a good sleeper, though, like, that's the thing. I've always been a good sleeper, so that never changed. Um, like I said, I've noticed some hair loss. It's hard to tell, though, because I tend to shed a lot as is, like, even before weight loss, and so it's hard to tell if my hair is thinning or whatever. Um, Sight change is basically the only things I ever had experienced. And I talked to my doctor about this sight thing, so she was aware of it, and then said, I would start with the eye doctor first, and if there's more going on, then they can handle it. But so yeah. And there's definitely other risks that come with losing weight too quickly. So, one of the more popular things is like muscle loss. Um, that's just kind of a thing that happens to some degree. Obviously, you want to lose weight in a safe way, which is generally 1 to 2 pounds a week. And so, yeah, muscle loss is definitely a risk as well. Some people do build muscle while losing weight. Some people want to just lose the weight first and then build the muscle. That's personally the route that I'm going through. Um, so yeah, I don't really know if I'll end up building muscle. Like when I think of it as like going to the gym and lifting weights and stuff, and I just don't think I'm gonna do that. I really don't want to spend money on a gym membership, to be honest. So, but my HIIT workouts naturally build muscle. So, yeah. Um, Dehydration, it talks about electrolyte imbalance. It's freaking lighting, I swear. Fatigue. With Fentanyl, the good thing is when you work with your doctor and like you do an appetite suppressant like Fentanyl, it's actually boosting your metabolism and it actually is giving you more energy. So there's that. Something really that people need to know about. And again, kind of, I think women more than men. So what I've heard, but your bone density can decrease. And so that's just something you need to be aware about. Women often end up more with osteoporosis, I believe is how you pronounce it, where the bones kind of get like fragile and whatever. So be aware of that. I'm going to say this too. If you are like me and you had the rare case of precocious puberty, bone is not something that your doctor may be concerned about. I talked about it with my doctor because my mom was basically saying, "Oh, there's no way you're going to be able to get into the normal guidelines according to like BMI because of the precocious puberty." Huge lie. I'm literally 8 ounces away from being max of like what I can be. So I brought up the precocious puberty to my doctor and I did bring up, bone stuff. And she said the only time they would be concerned about the bones is because of like going anorexic. So that's the only time. But please, if you've gone through precocious puberty and you're going through a weight loss journey, please remember to bring up your precocious puberty to your healthcare provider. You can definitely have nutrient deficiency. So that's a huge thing. So that's where you really need to be learning about eating more veggies and fruit and that kind of stuff, whole wheat. And constipation is really common. And I think constipation is honestly really common whether or not you go through like with your doctor with an appetite suppressant or not. And it honestly makes sense. Oh my god, the effing camera is like not having it today. So it makes sense with constipation because obviously to lose weight, you need to eat less, which creates a calorie deficit, and you need to burn off more calories. So that makes sense, honestly, to go through constipation. I actually didn't know that I was going through constipation until like I got pelvic pain and talked to my doctor about it. And I always feel like just personally, my I've always been just like a little bit constipated. But yeah, so definitely FYI on that. I've definitely experienced that with Fenterman, and yeah, obviously talk to my doctor about it. Irritability, that this is so common with Fenterman. And it might be really common too if you just decide to lose weight on your own without the help of a doctor and medication. But yeah, Fenterman rage is a real thing. So what I've heard, and yeah, a lot of people go through that, and it's not pretty. Um, yeah, some people literally it gets so bad that people would like stop the medication because it gets so bad. But yeah, those are just some risks that come with losing weight. Like I said, it's amazing that we all get told the benefits to losing weight, but there's also risks involved. And this is why, as you can probably tell, that I am a huge advocate for talking to your doctor about it first and teaming up with your doctor before you go about it. Um, so yeah, and I think it's really important that like if you're adopted and you don't know your medical history, I think it's even more important to work with your doctor with this, because you don't know what you're at risk for as is, let alone, what's going to come about with like losing weight and whatever. So yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if that made sense. I mean, but yeah, hopefully if somebody's adopted out there, that made some sense or whatever. So yeah, um, that's it, you guys. I hope you guys liked this video, kind of all over the place. I am so sorry about the lighting. This is the thing, is I try to like go live at like 10 a.m. Central Time, and the sun is just in a really bad spot. So I am sorry about that, you guys. But I hope this video was helpful. Be sure to like it if you liked it. Hit the thumbs up button, hit subscribe down below, hit the bell for notifications. I post every single weekend. And thank you all so much for all the subscribers. I think we're at like 160 something. So thank you all so much. Um, yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful week. I'm really excited because, like I said, I am 8 ounces away from being like max of what I can be. Once I lose 8 ounces, I have a BMI of 25, which my doctor said a healthy BMI is between 18 and 25. So I'm really, really excited. And I don't see her this upcoming week, but the next week. And I'm just so, so excited. So I hope you all have a wonderful week. And I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.